And why you going on Charleston White about the 16-year-old snitching video, man? Like, bro, he been telling us he a snitch.
No. What we went in on. No.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? We never talked about that.
Check this out. We got the paperwork. We got the content.
We got the home.
And this is what's going on. Did you know that every time, for one, he had a movement, kill the cops, kill the white people, rape the white women, and all this, right?
He said that was a character.
But yet, when his homeboys did that, he told on them. This is what I don't like. For 33 years, Charleston White appears in their motherfucking hearing to parole and says, I'm in fear of my life, don't let him go. Right now today, every time they go to board. Them two brothers that's been in there 33 years. He goes, every time they go up the board, they will let him go. The only thing stopping him is him. He goes to board and says, I'm in fear of my life, don't let him go.
Well, Charleston said he also told on Brick Baby too, right?
He said he the reason the feds on Brick Baby.
Man, he capping.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit. He capping.
They got way more shit than that. How are we feeling about this giant Yella Beezy news that just dropped?
That's
I
crazy.
just
If there
saw that.
wasn't
That's
so
crazy.
much other shit going on, we would be solely focused in on how
But
crazy
we got
that
to
is.
remember, Yellow Beezy's part of the Rolling 60s.
Yeah, well,
We got to look out for Jin Lee.
You know, it's like all the rainwater maced him. You seen that, right?
I was there.
Yeah, he maced him up.
He was there.
I think I've seen Yella
Wait,
Beezy
we
like
was
pop
right
out on. I think it was a joint episode with
That's
Say
crazy
Cheese.
though.
And listen, if there's a murder committed, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't see Yo Gotti dumb long. And I like, bro, you stay low.
Gotti out the way.
No,
He
no,
does
and
the corporate
here's the
shit.
thing.
I just seen him at the iHeart Awards or
Nah,
some shit
but
with
like,
Glorilla
hold
doing
on.
photos
Again,
on the red carpet.
I'm not intimating or anything or insinuating anything. But what I'm
He
saying
out
is
the
that
way.
you know the police aren't stupid. Like they when it comes to rap, they're always saying that's the guy who did the hit, but there's a nigga who paid for the hit, or there's a guy who set it up. And I think probably Yella Beezy probably thought that, all right, well, you know, he went down, he was a little sloppy, whatever. I'm good.
Bro, whoever that dude is that went to jail for gunning that Mo 3 on the freeway, gotta be involved in identifying Yellow Beezy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Justin Johnson keeping it solid though. That's a nigga in the Dolph case. That nigga, yo, it came time to his defense. They said we have no defense. I was like, wow.
Say Cheese just did a post with these are the two men who were originally charged with shooting Mo 3 on the highway in 2020. Records showed numerous calls between these two the day before and day of the shooting. Cell phone data placed them in the area of the location Mo 3 stayed the night before the shooting near the scene. So they got the picture of the two guys, but they're basically suggesting that Yella Beezy might have paid them to take care of this.
Yeah, I think that was some quote from.
And by the way, hey, listen, I have a hunch, and I think I'll be able to bet. I don't know about with the Big U situation. Yella Beezy knew there was on his ass. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of rappers who do shit and they realize shit start looking a little bit different for them because either the feds start like they see something happen, just like how you said. Wait, they called an AK-47, ain't no charge? Wait, hold on, that don't sound right. They realize that there's a larger investigation, especially when you're a bigger name, and it might take a while.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of artists, I won't say no name. They move different.
Yeah.
They're moving so cautious and paranoid. Some of these artists, I don't even know what they're into.
Lil
But
Baby.
I don't know either near the there. You know what I mean?
He
But
used to talk about a lot more street shit in his music and even went so far as to change the name of his crew or whatever, label, because and shit, that press conference that one cop did really made us confident. We thought that indictment was coming down on Lil Baby that week. He's still remember when the cop did the press conference about him?
Oh, recently, yeah.
That was
Dude just
insane.
talking.
I feel
think
like
he
they're
just a
gonna-
Little Baby hater.
I feel like they're going to do it, not even just because
They're gonna
if
do
they could
what?
build a case, put a case on Lil Baby, because I think in Atlanta,
Like-
they're super disappointed they didn't get Thug the way they
It ain't
wanted
all
to.
right. Little Baby ain't doing nothing for them to put a case on it.
But Baby
You
is
just
always
want to
did.
see it so you can talk about it.
No, not even. I feel like having researched into like how the Atlanta DA like
What
really
the
built
Atlanta
this.
DA got to do with Little Baby? Little Baby give back to the community.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Take care of his people, bro. You
no,
know
but
what
I'm
I'm
saying
Same
they
with
want to
you-
try and
same
take
with
him
Big
out
U.
for the
No, he
for the
don't.
publicity.
Huh?
Because they've been saying it. You said that they made a public statement after that shooting, blaming it on Lil Baby. So
Hey,
they clearly have it out for him.
Don't
That's what I'm
blame
saying.
that
Hold
on
on,
Lil Baby, bro.
I wouldn't just put it on it,
It's
but I'll
always
say this.
10 different people
You start
that
seeing
want to put
artists-
some work in that hood, bro. You just because Lil Baby was over there 2 days prior and something happened, Lil Baby ain't that dumb to have somebody double back. They know they're going to say it's him. But you know what happened? Them dudes that got into it with him 3 weeks ago say, let's go do it now because they're going to think it's him.
Yeah, but think
on,
about what
like,
we think about what we just said.
He been doing his thing, bro.
Think about what we said with Big U, though.
Taking care of his family. Big U ain't Lil Baby.
No. You're not getting what I'm saying.
Talking about right now,
the ancillary people, right? When you say the loose cannon shit don't got nothing to do with that, shit. When you purport to be around a bunch of people, they're claiming one thing. Sometimes you might have cut them off.
Lil Baby ain't around a bunch of people like that.
I'm not talking about him necessarily. I'm saying anybody. But I do see artists, and there's certain people, like even, and I speak to them sometimes, and I realize their demeanor is much different, and it's like, again, I don't think Yella Beezy is like, oh, what? Y'all call me? I think he knew for a little while. He probably was laying low, trying to move a little bit different.
To be fair, Yella Beezy never said shit about the MO3 thing. There's even a clip I just saw going viral on Twitter of me asking him about it in an old interview, and it gets kind of awkward. He doesn't say anything about it. I don't know what the I said, but I was trying to ask him about it just because you got to ask him about it. He didn't say shit.
Attaboy shit.
He's been a lot better at committing crimes because he's a big story that he's involved in. You don't remember?
A murder for hire essentially is easier to conceal than a RICO, right? Because, like, for example, think about
who's charging them. State or feds?
State.
Right?
Yeah.
But think about, like, in Atlanta, right? When you hear crime, like, especially they got this page called News Made It. I'll go on there. They'll be like, "Yo, this is the man that's down with 4L. He's doing this. Like." They then use what these rappers are claiming as their group as, oh, these are gangs, and then they cover the crimes that these guys do probably isolated. This nigga is beefing with this other nigga because he fucking his baby moms. He got nothing to do with the rapper. So now we see the nigga in the club. He slap him. He shoot him. You know what they're gonna say? Well, you know, I don't name someone else. Like whatever gang guy shot this person, and then of course an overzealous prosecutor is gonna say, well, you did that in furtherance of the gang. Mm-hmm. You didn't do that because he's fucking your baby mama. You did that because you're this gang member in this gang. And then you know who's the head guy? The guy who's funded and financed, and then they come pick people up. And I think people are realizing, you know, I hope, you know, for the rappers, I'm just saying rappers have changed their ways. Some of them. I'm seeing some of them, they're moving different. They see what Thug go through, and they're like, I'm good. You know what I mean? You see Bobby, like, I mean, he obviously went to jail. But I'm hoping there's not much more things like this coming out.
No,
LA, I ain't going to respectfully to LA. I think a lot of what I was seeing with LA, it felt impervious to RICOs. You see New York, let me tell you, a rapper started throwing up some sign, oh, it's OY, yo, blah, 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 this.
They on it.
RICO, literally in about 9 months.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even giving it that much of a chance. 9 months. You get what I'm saying? Think about K-Flock, who just got found guilty of 5 or 6 charges today.
He beat the murder, though, right?
He did beat the murder, which means he's not going to get life. And the top charge is RICO, so I think he's facing 20 if everything goes concurrent. And he's already spent like 3 or 4. But here's the thing. New York, they don't give no one, you don't get that runway. I think a lot of times we're like, wait, how come these guys in New York, as soon as they claim a gang and we see violence associated with that gang, instant RICO? But we've been hearing on the West Coast, these niggas is throwing up their set, they wearing colors, they're not podcasting and doing it, and we never see, well, we do see RICOs at times, but we're not seeing these infamous RICO cases. This is really like the first one.
In a long
that connects to the hip-hop community that we're like, oh, okay, this is someone that was affecting culture. Like, you know, like they're accusing Big U of like extorting like basketball players and embezzling funds with Shaq and Draymond Green. You know what I mean?
No. Wait. First of all, listen, wait.
Oh, man, you about to correct
Shaq and Draymond Green donated for the kids' programs. What he chose to do with it,
that's embezzlement.
Is on him.
So that's what I'm saying. They're accusing him of embezzlement. So it's like, yo, if I give you money.
You seen that, right?
Well,
Adrian Broner.
Adrian Broner? Adrian Broner ain't told, bro. Stop it, bro.
Come on now. You talk about everything else. Talk.
He's in there.
No. But did he tell?
He told that
he hit them for $6 million on the dice game.
He said they came over there.
He got to go to Houston.
He said they came over there and pressed him.
Yo, if he hit niggas for $6 million on the dice game, why don't he go to Houston?
But I don't know if that's him telling or if it was on a wiretap, them discussing that happened.
Well, won't you pull it up? You pull everything else up.
Well, let me ask you.
Over there with Papa Smoke hair Blue at the tips, goddamn cellophane tips.